Hey you guys, Kerry here with the Happy and Healthy with Kerry Show, and I just got back from doing I went for a morning walk with my little guy, my 5-year-old, and we checked out the surf and we listened to a little Harry Potter. We just started on audiobooks, which by the way is an awesome way. We're on book 6 out of 7, and I've never been into Harry Potter, but it is an awesome way to use the imagination, to increase their listening skills, for children and for adults, right? But we're totally into it now. It's been so fun. But we just got back from a walk and we're starting the day on, actually my 5-year-old and so my husband leaves for work really early. So we did a meditation, much to my son's dismay, but we did a visualization meditation, and then he got to have pumpkin pie for breakfast because Dad promised it, right? Because they made pumpkin pie last night and then they didn't get to eat it. And then we went for a really nice walk and listened to Harry Potter and went and checked out the surf. We just started the day on the right foot. And it doesn't take that much, right? It just takes being intentional. But that's not what today's about. I'm just sharing with my morning with you. Today, this is actually very interesting and it's great timing. Today's topic are 4 things never to say to yourself. And to start off this quick training today, I want to share with you, we went to the pumpkin patch yesterday, and my husband and my son went into the corn maze, and I decided to stay out, and I was just waiting for them. And this woman who works at the pumpkin patch started to talk to me. She was a super sweet lady. She's like, "Hi, are you having fun?" And we just started talking, and she saw my baby bump, and she was just saying, "Oh, good luck with the pregnancy, congratulations." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And she just started sharing with me. This happens a lot with me, but she just started to share some her story, right? She's in her 40s, she never got married, she always wanted kids, but she never had kids because she was, she's still single. And it was really interesting to me. I was so glad that me out of all people, she happened to open up to, because my story is all about with fertility and pregnancy and just dreams in general. And that's what I'm talking about today, is your goals, your dreams, your visions. It's just about going for it. And it's perfect alignment with today's training about 4 things never to say. But I just shared with her, listen, so this woman was 44, I believe. And I said, listen, I had my son on my own at 42. I did IVF on my own because I hadn't met my husband yet. I didn't get married till I was 45. I'll birth these twins. I'll birth them at 48, and I was just sharing with her, if a dream is important enough to you, for her, if a dream of becoming a mom is important enough to you, just think outside the box, get creative, let go of the stereotypical beliefs about how it should look like, or what are people gonna think, or am I gonna be judged, or whatever that is. If it's something that's calling you in your heart, just find a way to do it, right? Quit focusing on the problem and really focus on this, on any solution. I never thought that my family would come to me this way. I never thought that I wouldn't get married till I was 45. It's not what I had dreamt of when I was a little girl, but it's what happened. And my life is far greater than I ever could have dreamed, than I was ever dreaming it would be as a little girl, right? Or growing up, or even in my 20s, or even in my 30s, right? Or even in my 40s. It's far better. And the reason why my life was I was able to design and step into the life that I have today is because I never quit my personal development work. I never quit working on myself. I never, once I actually started, a little over 20 years ago, because I've been teaching and in this space for 20 years. Once I really picked myself up off of rock bottom and these beliefs around I can't and it's never going to work for me, and it's too late and I'm too old. Once I let go of that conversation, then plenty of doors of opportunity opened up. It's just that I needed to open myself up to even see them, because when I was stuck in the problem focus mindset, I saw no opportunity. I saw no possibility. I only saw struggle, right? And so that shift in mindset, remember, you're one thought away. We're going deep on this. In October, this month, we're going super deep on you're one thought away. You're one thought away from calling in love or not. You're one thought away from being the healthiest version of you or not. You're one thought away from having an awesome morning or not. So really like really looking at what are you thinking and what are you thinking on a daily basis? And are you working towards your dreams on a daily basis? Or are you just fitting in working on your dreams when you have a little bit of spare time, right? And so it was perfect alignment. When I met this woman yesterday and she asked, what's your website? I would love to jump into this conversation. And so maybe she's even watching this today. I hope you are. And so perfect alignment with what today's topic is, which is 4 things to stop saying to yourself. There's plenty of them, but I'm going to focus on 4 today because remember, what you're saying to yourself is directly impacting the way that you feel about yourself. The way you feel about yourself is directly impacting the way you think about yourself and your situation and your life and your marriage and your dating situation and your weight and your health and your finances and your legacy and everything. It all starts here. It all starts here. It all starts in your thinking. So I am a total stickler. Like my clients will tell you, and they used to laugh at me, but now they're used to it. I work with women worldwide, personal development, transformational work. It's absolutely amazing. We get them from stuck to unstuck. And really, we help them breathe life into their dreams, whatever that is for them. Tripling their income, finding true love, getting married, losing weight, getting healthy, whatever it is for them. And because much of what we teach is universal, right? It can be applied to whatever the goal, the vision, the dream is. It's the interpersonal development skills that are going to help you get there. So, there being the goal that you want to reach. So, one thing that I hear, one of the 4 things, the first one we'll dive into that I hear a lot of women say is, I can't have a baby. I'm too old. I can't find a life partner. I can't lose weight, my genetics, so I can't. What you're doing right there is you're automatically programming for yourself for nothing to work out. And is that really what you want? You actually, if you're in the conversation of I can't, I'm too old, I have clients that are in their 70s that are creating the best seasons of their life right now because of this work, because they're turning around this idea of I'm too old to improve my life. What's the point? I'm going to just settle for what I have. They're blowing that theory. They're debunking that myth left and right, totally blowing it out of the water. So I can't is something that I'm going to really encourage you to do a turnaround. Hashtag thought swap, right? Do a turnaround. So I can't lose weight. Okay, I'm not at the weight that I want to be yet, but I'm really grateful that I'm now on track and I'm putting the right people around me and I'm doing the right personal development work to actually move me closer to my goal, right? So I can't is one of them. The second one I want to talk about is they did this to me, or he did this to me, or she did this to me. She abandoned me, so I can't trust again. He cheated on me, so I'm going to close off my heart to finding true love again, right? So the second thing that I'm going to suggest is that we never speak into like they did, whoever he or she is, or they, the group they did something to me. What happens with that is it places you in what I call the victim mentality. And with the victim mentality, you're just completely giving away your power. You're giving away any power that you could have to change your life. So switching from, pointing outwards, they did this to me, you did this to me, and pointing the finger back to yourself and asking yourself, what can I do to be the source of a different result? What can I do? Who can I become? What actions can I get to shift to change my results, right? So that's the second thing I want to talk about. The third thing is, the third thing that I'm going to suggest we all stop saying is, I will wait until. I will wait to fall in love until I lose weight. I will wait to go for that promotion until until my boss notices me more, versus making sure you get on their radar, right? I will launch my business once I have a certain amount of money in the bank. I will retire once I have a certain amount of money in the bank. So this idea of, or even let's talk into one now that we're going into the holidays. I think this one's really applicable is, I'll start eating healthy after the holidays. I'll stop drinking so much after New Year's, right? And so my suggestion for the third thing for all of us to stop saying or believing in is it's this procrastination. It's a putting off. It's a putting off of something, right? And so what if you didn't put something off until tomorrow? What if you didn't say, I'll wait until? Like, so one of the things that we're doing in one of our groups right now, women's coaching groups, is we're doing bucket lists. And, because what happens for so many women is they have all these dreams and all these things that are important to them: travel to Scotland, travel to Spain, get married, have a family, start a business, whatever it is on their bucket list. And they're waiting until later to actually put any effort, energy, or research or anything towards it. And so with one of our women's groups, what we're doing is we're doing our bucket list this month, and they've been crushing it. Oh my gosh, it's been so fun to see them really creating something special for themselves and not putting it off until later, whenever the ambiguous later is going to be, but starting to put this into action now, even if it's whatever. I mean, maybe you're not going to go to Spain tomorrow, but you can start researching. You can start reading some books on Spain or watching movies. You can start seeing what's a good season, like when's the good weather to go to Spain. Maybe that trip doesn't happen for like a year or two, right? Maybe because of COVID or maybe because of your finances, but at least you start to move that dream forward. Right? And so I will wait until later is the third thing that we're going to, really take out of our languaging and just start to put some energy and effort towards that dream now so that you're moving on the right track with it. Okay. And the last thing, the fourth thing is, if only I could lose weight. If only I could grow younger. If only I could find somebody to date. If only I could, fill in the blank. If only I could start a business. If only I could get a promotion. If only I could get noticed at work. If only I could move to Hawaii, right? Whatever it is for you. So the if only I could it's limiting conversation. And so the truth is, you really can do anything you put your mind to. You can figure out a way. You can figure out anything. Everything is figure outable, right? And so what it is, though, it's a commitment to your long-term vision. It's a commitment to your desires, your dreams, the vision that you have for your life. It's a commitment to be the woman that you want to be in this world, walking this planet, somebody that you can really honor and adore and respect. And when you come from that place, you get to flip. Well, if only I could do that. Well, you know what? You can. It reminds me, and I think I talked about this recently so after college, I went into the Peace Corps. And when I came back from the Peace Corps, when I moved back to the United States, I was at a wedding for somebody who I had gone to college with. And I was sitting at the table with some friends, and one of my friends' dates was saying, oh, so now that you've moved back to the United States, like, what are you planning on doing? And I said, oh, I'm going to be moving to San Diego. And he goes, oh, poor you. And I'm like, then move. If you want to move to San Diego, or if you want to move anywhere, then just do it. You know, don't be a victim because somebody else is going to go live your dream. Here's the thing, ladies. All those dreams that you have about your life and who you want to be, someone is already living those dreams. Someone is already living your dream life. I promise you. So if she's doing it, why not you? Why not you? The only difference between her and you is probably the way that she thinks, what she's saying to herself, the words she's using the words she's putting out into her environment, and who she's like, is she getting mentorship, and who is she surrounding herself by in regards to people who only see the other side of the coin, right? Where, oh, this is something you want? Okay, cool, go get it. Oh, this is something you're really wanting to try or manifest? Okay, cool. How are we going to make that happen? Right? Versus surrounding yourself with naysayers or people who are stuck in the struggle all the time, or refuse to change their perspective, or refuse to change their languaging or their thinking. Like, they're so loyal and they're so committed to the struggle that they want to bring everybody down with them, versus just allowing themselves, giving themselves permission to flip perceptions. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, actually, what if I could? Oh, actually, I probably can if I just start thinking outside the box, right? If I just start becoming solution focused versus problem focused. And it doesn't mean that it happens right away. It takes consistency. It takes continuing to show up for your dream, your vision, your passion, what it is that you're really wanting to create in your life. So I really do believe, I'll do a quick recap. 4 things to let go of. I can't, I'm looking at my notes. I can't, they did this to me. I will wait until, and if only I could, right? And so I think today's training is a really good reminder for us to really look at, what am I thinking to myself on a daily basis? What are the words that I'm using inside with myself on a daily basis? What are the words I'm using in my day-to-day life when I'm in conversation with other people? What am I saying on a daily basis? And what do I believe in? Okay, so powerful training today. And just really, my hope for you from this training is that you really start to understand that there can be another way for you. Whether you're already deep into this work with us, maybe you're already a client, maybe you've been a client for a few years, maybe you're new to our community, maybe you haven't even explored doing deeper work with us yet, you've just been watching this show, maybe this is the first time you've watched this show, maybe you're the lady at the pumpkin patch that I randomly met yesterday, right? And this is entirely new to you. But my hope for you is that this training starts to open up another possibility, like you allow it to, because remember, it's up to you. And you allow this to open up another possibility for yourself in regards to moving from what if I can't to, oh my God, what if I can? And what if it's so much better than I ever imagined, right? And that takes a commitment to you, like you really being in this conversation on a regular basis. This is not a one-off conversation and then expect everything can change. This gets to be, if you really want the life of your dreams, if you want a life bigger than you're dreaming right now, this conversation really, what my personal experience, and after working with thousands and thousands and thousands of women over the past 20 years, is this conversation gets to be a priority, and this conversation gets to be leading you on a daily basis, because otherwise it's just too easy to slide back into the, I can't, it's not going to work for me. I'll start tomorrow. If only I could. I can't believe they did this to me, right? Because that's the programming. That's the old programming. And so shifting and changing the way that your brain thinks and your brain works is a skill. And anybody can acquire it with commitment and dedication and the right mentorship and the right people around them. Anybody can acquire it. So remember, It's a skill. You don't need to be a victim to your circumstance ever again when you really start to understand this piece, okay? So with that being said, I probably should mention, we weren't really going to start mentioning it yet, but just keep your eye out. We're going to do something really fun for everybody in November, which is also going to really start to help this training process of your brain and your thinking. If you're a client, we're doing special stuff for you all the time. But if you're not a client yet, just be watching your email and watch Facebook and stuff, because we're going to do something really special for you and for everybody in November to really help as many women as possible end this crazy year of 2020, and this crazy year strong, end it grounded, end it feeling peaceful and content and connected to yourself, as well as connected to me and other women who are really forward focused. Okay, so we'll be doing something special to help you guys get through the holidays, help end this year strong, set you up for an awesome 2021. I know this has been a crazy year, and there's been a lot of beauty in it too. There's been a lot of pivoting, reinventing, a lot of possibility and opportunities opened up for people who were willing to see them and create them. And even if you had a really challenging year and maybe you didn't, you're now just hearing this and you're thinking, oh, maybe I didn't, maybe I wasn't really positive in 2020. Just stick here with me, okay? We're here Mondays and Thursdays in the morning. We'll do something special to help you through the holidays, something special to help you end this year strong and set you up for an incredible 2021. Let's not live in regrets. Let's not look back and think, oh, I failed my kids with homeschooling, or my grandkids, or I really let lockdown from coronavirus really take a wear on my marriage, or, I let my health totally go. I stopped exercising and eating well. Let's let all that go. Let's not live in regrets and be resentful or regretful. Let's forward focused. This is a super powerful training today. You have you have a very clear strategy and step from today's training. And let's forward focus and let's start to create the best season of your life, okay? We have tons of people here. Let me say some quick hellos before we jump off. Julie, Marco, Jody, we've been attracting a lot of men lately, huh? Jody, Lynn, good morning. Carrie, there's some names I can't pronounce. I'm so sorry. Estelle, Fran, good morning, Estelle. Angela, Examara, I'm sorry, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Michelle, Becca, Terry, Estelle says, I'm one of those 70-plus-year-olds who is living my best life after working with Kerry in her Perfect Health Mastery and Awakening programs. Yes, you crushed it, Estelle. So fun to see what you created in your life. Edson and Estelle, thank you so much for always being willing to share your experience. I know that you are on these calls every Monday and Thursday, and you are always willing to speak into how much your life has changed. And I just want to acknowledge you for that. Like, your generosity and sharing and supporting other women to stretch outside the box and allow themselves to be supported and go for it. So thank you so much. I really acknowledge you. I see you. I really see you. Lynn says, me too, Estelle. Yeah, Lynn's another one in her 70s that's crushing it. Gosh, she is amazing. Healing relationships. Oh my gosh. Changing the legacy in her family. It's absolutely amazing. Michelle, I liked what you suggested about making a trip fund to put energy towards, even in small contribution. Yeah, so you guys can make a slush fund. So this is something I was speaking to it must have been to my clients at one of their retreats last weekend. It's a slush fund. Like, if you have a dream to go to the Serengeti, but you're not going to go to the Serengeti right now, right? With COVID happening, coronavirus, maybe other stuff happening in your life. Serengeti is one of my all-time dreams. I'm not going to go right now. I'm pregnant. I'm probably not going to go next year because I'll have newborns, right? But you can definitely create what we call a slush fund and put a little bit of money towards it every month, so that as the time gets closer for you to take that trip, you've already put a little bit of a nest egg aside that's specifically for that dream. So yeah, and what that does is it continues to put your energy, it's your energy going towards that yes. It's that your energy going towards that manifestation of that yes, right? Even if it's $50 a month or 100 or 300, whatever it is that you can do, and maybe put that on an auto pay. Like with my son's college fund, or a fund that he can use for college or any other vocational training or school, any classes. He could take flight school if he wanted. But I've been putting money towards that since the month he was born. He's 5 now. And it's just on auto pay. And I just, every month I put, it's not a huge amount, but I put money towards that. And I was looking at my mail last week and I told my husband, wow, we already have this much saved for him. And it didn't impact our lifestyle. It didn't anything like that. And our lifestyle adjusted, and this is what happens when you invest in yourself. When you invest in something that's important to you, you will learn to absorb the cost. You will learn to absorb the cost. I know it can feel scary at first to invest in yourself, but what I've noticed from working with so many people and for myself as well, my personal experience, is after a few months, most people learn to absorb the cost. And so just get clear on where you want your money to go. Like, I don't buy a lot of clothes. I don't buy expensive shoes. I don't buy purses because that's not important to me. Could be important to you, and that's great. But for me, what's important to me is my personal development, investing in strong mentors around me, my family, real estate, like my home, and I kept my last home before this one, and travel. That's it. That's where and like health, like healthy food, stuff like that. Julie Kelly, good morning. Stacy, we have lots of new people here. Awesome. Jose, Carrie says, I'm another one of those 70s. Yeah, women in the 70s changing her life. Oh my God, she's totally changed her life. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Michelle Stepp. Awesome. Lynn said, I just started an envelope marked Yellowstone with a few dollars. Yes, good. Gaylu. You're welcome, Estelle. Suhata. Natalie. Good to see you, Nat. And, Michelle says, so true. If you have it come out at the beginning, you don't notice it after time. Yeah. With investing in yourself, just put it away or invest in, like a lot of the women who join our program, Perfect Health Mastery program, at first the investment's scary, but once they get in, they realize it's worth every penny times 10, right? And most of them learn to just absorb the cost. It's incredible at how it happens. You will always find the money for the things that are really important to you. You will always find the money for the things that are really important to you. So with that being said, this is an awesome training. Hey, Cindy, tons of people here. So if you guys could do me a huge favor, I think today's training was strong and powerful. If you could hit share and just share this on your own Facebook page, just a little note like, hey, just listen to this quick message from this trainer Carrie or my coach Carrie, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. This isn't just women focused, but it helps me get this message out as far stretch as we can, and you get to contribute to that ripple effect, and we really are stronger together. And I'm not trying to be a politician, but we really are stronger together. So thank you for sharing. It really helps me. We're going to upload this to Instagram, my Instagram account later today. You can share from Instagram as well. And with that being said, have a great rest of the week. Let's have some fun this weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.